Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a build. Was talking to everybody on the channel, figured out what we're going to do, and yeah, let's get started. So let's go. So happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. For the folks in the US, hopefully you're going to get to enjoy your long weekend. For everybody else, well, hope you get to enjoy your weekend at all. So. Alright, so let's take that out of there for a second. Let me show you what's going on here. So talking to everybody, we're going to do a bit of a mining craft. That almost came out wrong. A mining craft, not a Minecraft build. So what we're doing is we're going to use the normal industrial cockpit, and because of the generator here, the survival kit, we're going to put this in this way so that the paired connectors there will meet up with the connectors on the back of that cockpit. That will allow us to pass oxygen and hydrogen into the crew compartment. So now what I've done is we have the landing gear, we have some basic blocks here, just regular iron armor blocks, and then we put in the middle there, we put a conveyor junction. Now the reason I put the conveyor junction in is because we're going to run a conduit line out to this arm area here. I don't know, how would I call that? I guess I like just a little extension piece right here. What we're going to do with that is we're basically going to have a ring of connectors on it, or conveyors on it, so that we can tie in 4 drill heads. We're going to have a drill head on the bottom, top, right, and left. In fact, while we're here, let's go ahead and get some of those in there. Now, see, the problem that we run into is that we can't place these directly on the bottom of the cockpit because we're gonna try and keep them flat. Mainly because of the fact that I just like the way that profile looks a little bit better. So, since we're not able to actually get those in there the way we want, what we're going to do, let's just go ahead and grab our conveyors. We want the small conveyor block. We go connector there, or yeah, small conveyor junction, simply because we can. And then we are going to attach our drill to that conveyor junction. And then we're going to run conduit. I keep calling it a conduit. We're going to run the conveyor tubes up and around, and then we're going to basically have another conveyor junction here, another one on top, and then one over on that side as well. And that way we can tie all of this stuff together. Now the benefits on this side is that we can, if we go flat on this side, we can actually get things attached directly to the ship. Come on. There we go. And so what I'm thinking here is we're going to go, let's actually drop you down one, I think. I think we are gonna have to go. Really? Yeah. Yeah, see, we're not able to connect it there, so we are going to have to, actually, no, I'll bring it back one. I want that back one. Right. Is that right? And we are going to go one out and one up. Well, if I bring that out an extra one, Yeah, let's bring that out extra one. Alright, so we're going to go, and then we're going to loop it up. And all right. I think that will do what we're trying to do here. Now, the reason I'm doing this is that, let's see here, there. We'll be able to nest a couple of atmospheric thrusters in here. Let's see here, can we? Hopefully we can get a couple of thrusters in there. Let's see. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the thrusters on either side of the drill. I'm almost tempted to move that out. Well, let's see if we can... we'll figure out what to do with the upper thrusters here shortly. Alright, and then we're going to do the same up on the top, but I think for here, do we just want to go that way? Or do we want to keep it consistent? Let's keep it the same. So what we're going to do is we want that to go there. You're going to go there. And you go there. Okay. And now with that in place, we'll be able to add the thrusters in, and it looks like we just went ahead and ran those that way. We're going to do the same over here. Alright, and bring that out. Bring that down. See, nice and convenient, right? And then we're going to have you go this way, and we're going to have you go that way. Okay. And we're going to run a line back this way, because now what we're going to do is we're going to put a medium cargo container on here. Let's see here. You are... Let's go that way with it. Because we need it to be able to pipe into this thing. And it would help if we had this thing placed correctly. Oh, alright. So, let's see here. We're going to go that way. And that way. You know what? I'm gonna need to replace this really quickly. Let's go. Let's go with that instead. We don't need this anymore, so let's go ahead and bring that drill back so we can replace this. Now, the reason I did that is because, thinking about it, I'm going to need, because I'm going to throw batteries on this, right? But I don't think that the batteries are going to give us enough charge in order to be able to fly this thing for any period, like any extended period of time. So can we get, oh, we can go one there. That should actually fit inside. Yep, that's gonna fit. Okay. We're going to do the same on this side now. Oh, that might actually work out in our benefit. Okay, now we need to get a lot of lift in there. And here's this is the reason why I needed to kind of plan for battery support. Is because we're going to be using a lot of thrusters. Okay, how did I do? I did tops are even with that. Come on. And we'll do plenty of lift. And can I get... those? And we're going to do the same on this side, I think. Alright. And that is one block over. Okay. Oh, a little bit of a system stutter there. Okay. So that gives us vertical. Well, it gives us lift. It gives us right and left lateral. And a little bit of braking thrust. We're actually going to throw a couple more of those in. So we definitely want to make sure we have our thrust components good. And I think I can still get to everything down here. I can. Okay. And the only thing we need now are a couple of thrusters for propulsion. Alright. So I think that's going to work. Let's go grab some material here. I want to get those first. What we're going to do is we're going to basically work our way in just to make sure we actually have everything that we need. There we go. We're just going to rinse and repeat this process here. Oh, need more power cells. Okay. Are we really out of power cells? Yeah, we are. Huh. Alright, so let's go ahead and make, I don't know, 200 power cells, because we can. Are you not? There we go. What are you missing? Bet you're missing, yeah, you're missing the silver, aren't you? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to go do some silver hunting here at some point. Alright. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up adding a couple of small reactors on this thing, just so we have the ability to charge. There we go. Because we're going to want to be able to charge these up. I like that. Okay, so we're going to go... I need a medium cargo container. Now normally the batteries would be the last thing I built, because if you screw something up, you have to grind them down. You lose the power cells. You only get scrap metal back. So that's... hopefully we didn't screw this up. We're just going to grab like 25 or 30 of those. What did we pick up parts for before? It's because we have that. Okay. And then we want the cockpit. Alright, so let's go ahead and weld that up. We're gonna go ahead and weld. How am I missing? Alright. I might need to take that drill out again. Alright, so what do we care? Man, we got just like ridiculous amounts of parts here. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop this stuff off really quick. We're gonna go hit our O2 generator so we can recharge all of our tanks. Because that would be rather embarrassing to fall out of the air. Oh, that's why. Hey. It's close enough. And then 5, 6, 10. Okay. Whoop. Now we should have everything we need for this stuff. Let's see here. So we need 2, 3, what is that? 4, 6. Construction components. Okay. That's easy. Let's do 2,000 of those. Almost. Almost. Give it a couple of seconds. We'll get the last couple of those. Alright. We're going to go ahead and weld you up. And do we have everything we need for the rest of these? Need one more. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hop in here. We're going to turn all those thrusters off right now. Yes. I group these up. And awesome. Okay. Go groups. We're gonna throw this down here just because I always tend to put these in early on because then I can come in and oh, hello. Oh, if we had enough, if we had reactors online. Actually, I have 2 reactors, but I don't have nearly enough uranium. I need to get some uranium to charge that thing. That cannon takes so much power to charge. It is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so I think we're done with both of those. It's too bad there's not a small ship version of that cannon. That'd be rather awesome. All right. So I still need the medium cargo pod. And 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that's enough. The way everything else has been going, it would not surprise me that something isn't going to work. Oh, I still need to get the rest of those conveyor tubes down here. Okay, let's see if we can get in there. We can sometimes get away with this, but not this time. Okay. Ah, there we go. Nope, not what we wanted. That's the one we want. Oh, it's the medium cargo container to be welded up. So I don't know, why didn't that line go green? Alright, let's get this. And we're still going to need the forward thrust on these, which I'm thinking we're probably going to mount on either side of this. And then do the same down here where we'll have, you know, like, say 2 rows of them or something. So we'll have 4 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Give us 6 for forward propulsion, 4 for braking. And I may need to stack a couple of more in here. We'll see how that goes. That's all piped in. Wondering if I can get... Well, I could always go through this way and get to it, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. Let's see if we can get in there. Hey, look at that. Okay, so it's all now, that should all now be piped in. So the only thing we have left is the med station. Or I'm sorry, the survival kit. So this is the fun thing about these, is that you can build these little ships very, very quickly. You just sometimes, you know, you have to have a little idea what it is you want to do with them. Alright, so all of that should be piped in. Now I think I still need an O2 generator on this beast. What I may do is if we do... It's a shame that these things don't have... I mean, I guess really the only thing going through it's going to be ore, right? So if we do this... Oh, connector, thank you. Because what I'm thinking is we just connect that directly into the network there. And so that is actually connected in through the section that the drills are connected through. Should work. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Never hurts to try once in a while, right? Of course, you know, except for those few times when it does. Let's get that. That should be. Everything there. And what I'll do is once we have this thing working, oh, I need to do the landing gear too. But yeah, once we have everything up and running, what I'll do is, once we're sure that this thing will fly under its own power, I'll come back and I'll kit out some, just like armor blocks and things like that, just to make sure everything stays together. We don't want it basically falling apart on us here. Do we just go ahead and just go ahead and do that, I guess. Just kit it up a little bit at least. Never hurts to have a little bit of armor on these things, right? There we go. I am curious to find out if that's going to be able to support itself. Now we do want to have a gyro. And we're going to need 2 small reactors. Since we already have power on here, basically we don't have to worry about trying to manually feed uranium into that thing, because the batteries that we have installed already have a little bit of a charge, so we don't need to worry about using these as a jump starter. Actually, let's do that and that. Just trying to make sure we have everything in place before we go. Come on. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves here. So we're going to do that. And that. And let's. Yeah, we can throw it there. We'll throw that in there. And then we're going to do our thrusters to finish this beast off. Okay. And we said we're going to do flip those over. Let's go like so. And then I'm thinking here we're going to basically just go and then the same on this side. How did we do? We did it just like that, right? So we need 6 more parts for 6 more thrusters. And then what we'll do is we'll take a look, see what our total power output is on this before we put power into the reactors. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully that's enough. Easy Inventory has been screwing around with me a little bit lately, so I just want to make sure we have everything we need. So if you see me grab some extra parts, that would be the reason why. Okay. Yeah, where are you? Okay, so that's 22 minutes, so if we turn everything on, $27, okay. Go in here to our control panel, we're going to go ahead and find all of our thrusters again. Save them all to that new group. Just to make sure everything is turned off. That way we don't have to remap that thruster group. So we have forward thrust, we have braking thrust, we have lateral, which I may need to update. Right and left. Now I don't generally put descending thrusters on these, basically pushing us down. Mainly because of the fact that in an atmospheric craft, if you go upside down, you're kind of screwed. So if we do let's grab 4 from you. 4 from you. Gives us a total of 8. We're going to throw that in right here. You know what? Let's do it the easy way. That's taking too long. Okay. Let's put 4 there. Drop the rest there. So if we turn everything on, it's using 26%. Okay. Now the question is, do we actually have enough lift for these things to actually hold this ship up? That is going to be the question. And you, I want to take you out. Like I said, I was going to do this anyway. Let's see, how do I want to do it? Do I want to do it that way? Come on. Oh, come on, let me get it. Let me get that little block. You know you want me to. Ah, damn it. Alright. Fine. We'll do it the more difficult way. Alright. And what I will probably do is put an actual landing gear back here. And the reason for putting it back here... Actually, let's do it. Can I get away with it sideways? I can. So, putting it in like that, what that allows me to do is have this actually on a connector and still be able to lock in with the landing gear too. Always got to be aware of the little connectors and everything. Alright, so now the question is, does this thing float? Okay. Make sure all of our thrusters are turned on. I can't tell if those are on or not. If those are on, I guess I can check to see if the fans are spinning, because if the fans are spinning, they're turned on. Alright.
Meteor storm inbound.
It looks like everything's turned on. So this is either going to be the fastest flight of history, or it's going to work. I'm not sure which. Let's duck a little bit just in case. Look at that. Hey, magnesium. Okay, so it looks like it's working. Okay, I am not going to complain. It looks like it's going to work here. Okay, so let's go... I don't know. So we'll do switch lock. And we are going to do tools, which are going to be these guys. Alright, so now the question is how well does this thing work? I'm kind of liking the stop rate. We're going to take it up to 40K. Actually, let's take it to 35K. We're at 35K. We can float. So So it's 17% is our maximum thrust here, 18%, which means we could take it probably to 40K. Yeah, not much more than 40K. Maybe we might be able to push it to 45, but I really don't want to. So basically what I'm doing is doing a load test. I'm looking at how much energy does it take to fire in any one direction. And as long as basically my power under load does not exceed that, I'll be able to fly. So, because I've had a couple of people ask me how do I figure out my timings and things. That's basically how I do it. Alright, so we will need to set up some cameras on this thing. There we go. Now we can turn those off. And it's close enough. Alright, so how much ice did we pick up? That's 14K of ice. That's not bad. So I will need to add... I'm probably going to need to add a couple of thrusters for the... for retro thrust. Which means I'm also going to need... Well, I'm obviously going to need to charge the batteries on these. And then we need to get a place for this thing to dock up as well. Alright, so if we do that, let's go ahead and grab the parts for 2 more of these guys. And I think we will run them here and there. Are you still running? No. I hear thrusters for some reason. Alright. So we'll go ahead and get those in. Get you added into the group. Save that, turn those off, turn everything on, turn everything off. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now we just need to make a landing pad for this thing, but I'm thinking I may actually... Do I want to do it from here? Or do I want to leave this be just a landing pad? Yeah, I think this would work. So we're gonna need to do some work here. Let's do this a little bit differently. So let's go here. Magnesium in the base. Okay. So I'm thinking we're going to we'll put the connector there, which means we're going to have to drill down, and I'll probably just run it straight into the bottom here. Yeah, I think that'll work. So we'll be going from there down a couple of blocks. What I might do... I don't know if that would work or not. You know what I can do? I can do this. And what this will let me do is basically build a let's get you out. We don't need this stuff anymore. So we're going to build that. So So if we went... Well, that could actually be kind of cool if we did that. So what I'm thinking here is we do something like this. You flip that way. And then we rotate you around. Flip you around that way. That way. And like that. Yeah, see? Ah, I kind of like that. Okay, so I think that's what we'll probably do. I might flip this the other way. Since these... Technically, they're all just one block, but these look like they take up more space. So what I'll probably do is rotate this whole thing 90 degrees. And then we'll, for here, I think what we're going to do, or what we're going to need to do, is we go too far. And let's run this like so, because I don't want to break the grid connection on this. And on this side, okay, so you're welded into the top, which means I will have to go that way. And then just drop down a few blocks. Okay, that's more than a few blocks. Alright, so we want this to be... Turn that light on for a second. So it's going to be one. That's a full block here. Alright, so... Let's go... Make sure I'm heading in the right direction here. Yes, I am heading in the right direction. Okay. Nice. That actually worked out pretty good. All right. I think I'm off a little bit. Alright, how far off am I? Oh, can I... Should be able to take that one out, right? There. So what did we do? We did 4, which means, yes, it looks like... Yep. Okay. Now here's why all of that was going to be important. So first things we need to do here is, well, we need to get some plates for these. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to do a couple of those. Alright, so we're going to have you first. And then we're going to have this thing come down 1, 2. Hold this up. And basically we're just going to work backwards from here. Ah, there we go. Whew. Got me scared there for a second. Alright, so... take these out, so see where we're going. There you go. Like I said, we're just going to basically take this nice and slow, because we don't want to have ourselves stuck someplace and not be able to get out. And then that's going to be a turn up. Turn up. Alright. Come on. Okay, so you are going to be one. So you need to be that. And we need a connector. Okay. How many plates do I have? Oh, I've still got a bunch of plates. Alright, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and get this welded up really quick. Ah, crap. That's okay. Alright, so, you know what? We'll go ahead and weld both of those up just because we can. Because we want... actually, all that... to go there. Do I have any plates left? Oh, I do have plates left. And we want you. See. And then we'll grind all, actually we can actually grind all this down now. So we can take you out. Take you out. And see. You now have a system that's mostly piped in over here. And we are going to put a connector on that, which we may or may not have the parts for. Nope. It was worth a try. We have parts for it now. Okay. So I'm really hoping one time we get these meteor storms and it goes through one of the NPC ships. How cool would that be? Anything else coming in? Alright. Okay. Defense cannons are working. That's fine. Okay, so... now we really want to get this thing connected so I can get it up on the network there. And you are maybe there. So we're gonna drop you there where you switch lock. We actually, before I go too much further, almost forgot. We want you to be 0 strength. The one that we have in the landing pad. Hey, look at that.
No fuel.
Let me get those reactors. Oh. We want you to we're going to turn those off. We are going to turn off the thrusters. Everything's locked. Look at that. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to work, and it works. So, this episode went a little bit longer than expected. We have a little bit of work to do still on refining this thing a little bit. But it's powered on. It flies under its own power, and it can actually pick up quite a bit of material for us. So I'm going to call that a win, and I think we're going to call the episode here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. And if you are new to the channel, haven't done so already, or just want to do something nice for me today, make sure you hit that subscribe. Well, you know, if you want to be kept up to date, you have to ring that little bell as well. So, you know, it never hurts to do that too. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your weekend. And for those who are celebrating the, was it Labor Day, right? Was it Memorial Day? Labor Day. Memorial Day. On Monday. I hope you have a fantastic holiday as well. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, because I took stuff out of the reactors.